Hello everyone, and I would like to show you another very interactive chess game by Wilhelm Steinitz. In this chess game, he had the white pieces and his opponent was Samuel Rosenthal, the Polish-born French chess master, a very strong chess player at this time. So let's see what happened in this chess game. Steinitz, the first official world chess champion, starts the game with e4, e5, knight to c3, and this is the Vienna game. Steinitz played the Vienna game many times in his chess games, especially at the first half in his extremely colorful chess career. So knight to c6, f4, and we have the Vienna Gambit, pushing the pawn, and this is also known as the Steinitz Gambit. So with this move, he is allowing queen check, and he is basically using his king as a very important active piece. So once Wilhelm Steinitz said the king is a fighting piece, use it. He said the king is a fighting piece, use it. So he is exactly doing that. He did that many times in his chess games. Of course, things moved so much since then. The theory has been improved so much. So chess players are not playing like this anymore. But according to the computer chess engine, interestingly, the engine says actually white is okay and white is solid. So in this position we have d6. So this position is not preferred. This is not an ideal way to play according to the general principles of chess. But the engine can't find any finishing crashing blow for black. So the position is for about equal even according to the computer chess engine. So we can say that Steinitz was some sort of genius with finding these interesting ideas, and he was an experimental chess player. So knight to f3, as you can see, white is doing okay, pinning the knight, and then bishop takes on f4 by Wilhelm Steinitz. So he can fight for the dark squares with going back with the bishop, bishop to g3, king to f2, developing the bishop, and then bringing the rook over to f1, and then manually castling, which is very adventurous as some of the movies of Indiana Jones. But we can say that white is actually doing okay. So the table is turned. Bishop takes on f3, g takes on f3, and Rosenthal couldn't resist the temptation, and he simply captured the bishop with the queen. None of the top-level chess grandmasters today would not make a blunder like this, because in this position, actually we can say that the bishop was a bait, and white has a very strong move in this position. What would you do? The move is, of course, knight to d5, forking the queen and the c-pawn. So after defending the queen, simply capturing the pawn, forking the king and the rook. And actually white is doing okay because white has d5, attacking the knight, and we have knight to f6, not defending the knight. So if defending the knight, then queen to e1 is a very strong move. Queen to d4 is also okay. And if going after the knight, basically in this position, queen to c3 is possible, and then queen to c7. So king to b8 and queen to a5. And if capturing the knight, of course, then queen to d8 is getting checkmated. And if pushing the b-pawn, then queen to c3. And if capturing the knight, simply queen to c8 is getting checkmated. And queen to c7, king takes knight, and queen to c8 is getting checkmated in this position. So actually white is doing very well. Okay, so after d5 we have knight to f6, simply capturing the knight, d5, queen to d4, targeting the a-pawn, developing the bishop, capturing, and then b takes on c6 and rook over, and basically Steinitz wants to play king to d1, which is very logical. So king to d1, and after d takes on e4, it is white to move, and Steinitz played a very nice move in this position. Steinitz played rook takes on e4, and knight can't capture the rook, of course. We have rook takes on e4. The knight is defending the checkmate threat. So if knight takes on e4, black is getting checkmated. So rook takes on e4, rook takes, pawn takes, And this bishop can also check the king. Queen to f4, Steinitz checks the king like this, king to d8. And then rook to f1 and the bishop, the rook coordination is beautiful. Queen takes on e4, actually in a difficult position. Black couldn't find any decent moves. If queen takes on h2, basically white has another very strong move. And that is rook takes on f6, of course. And if capturing the bishop, then rook takes bishop. And if capturing the rook, queen to d7 is getting checkmated. Black has few checks, but it is not going to do much. Capturing the rook, and there is no back rank check, a back rank problem because of the bishop. And basically white is two pieces up in this position. Well, I'm a simple man. I would play a queen to c7, exchanging the queens, and white has the bishop, and white is winning, actually. So I think in this position, threatening this, also threatening checkmate, of course. So if black defends with the queen, it doesn't make any sense what I'm saying, but I'm just saying in this position, black has nothing. Absolutely nothing. So this is why in this difficult position, queen takes on e4, but this move is also losing because of this. Check, only sensible move, and then rook to e1, and black resigned. This is pinning the queen to the king, and Samuel Rosenthal resigned. Black is losing the queen, and this position is unplayable. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time with more interactive chess games. Stay safe, take care, and bye bye.